Hey, this is Johnny C here in New Jersey, playing around with the Onan 7.5 JB set over here that was just restored, and also an LT2 transfer switch. Originally, these two items here were connected together in a school running emergency lighting at three-phase. I converted the JB to run single phase. I believe I did the appropriate changes to this LT2 transfer switch to make it single phase compatible, which is nothing more than jumping this connector to this port here. See that 240 single phase? Before it was at 208 three phase. Okay, so I think that's the only change I need to do. All right, here's the situation. Apparently when I set everything up to run as it should, as far as the switches here, to run it in auto, what's going to happen is, or what should happen is, when the AC power cuts out, all right, the generator should be signaled to start. But that's it. Start, transfer. Okay, fine. However, the problem that I'm having is that as soon as I flip this switch into auto, it immediately starts the generator, and then it'll transfer the power from the line to the generator, and of course ultimately to the load. Oh yeah, before I go on, I should mention that I also had to do some changes in here as well, because with the three-phase wiring, obviously I was running on all these lugs over here. On single phase, it's fairly straightforward. Again, in the manuals, everything is fine as far as what I've done. Okay, I got my two transformer coils here. Everything is good, no problem whatsoever. Okay, let me demonstrate the problem that I'm having. Okay, the way I got this thing set up right now, it's on hand crank, but we're gonna play around with that in a moment. But what I got going here, I have power coming from the grid, okay, from my breaker box here into the switch. The switch is seeing it all, doing just fine. You'll see the results of what the readings are on my meter. Okay, I got 59.6 hertz, and you're looking at each of the two legs over here. All right, everything's just fine. And out of this little box right here, which is my little Johnny C kilowatt box, I got my little light. All right, fine, no problem. Now, what should happen if I put this switch right here from hand crank to auto? It should be just fine, should operate just the way you see it now. But if I kill the breaker from the grid power, okay, to the transfer switch, it should wake up the generator. Start the generator. Once the generator gets up to speed and produce some voltage, the transfer switch should then do its thing, and you'll see different numbers on here a little bit because it's not exactly the same hertz as what the grid power is doing, but nonetheless you'll see that, and of course the light will light up. Alright, so let me show you what's going to happen. That should not happen. I'm going to click it on auto. However, it's not going to be armed, I guess you could say, for a power failure. It's going to immediately start up the generator, and it will transfer the power, okay, without doing anything. But again, I still got line power, okay, no power failure whatsoever. But I don't know, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay, so you see what I got over here. Okay, I'm going to flip the switch. You heard the generator start. I'm going to display what the box is going to show when the generator finally kicks in. Of course, you'll see the little light in the background. Here we go. Generator starting. There we go. All right, now the transfer switch just kicked in for the generator. You can see obviously the hertz is a little bit higher, no problem. Voltage as well. Actually, the voltage is really good. And of course, there's my light. That's all coming from the generator. However, again, I still got power from my grid, and nonetheless, it's just starting the generator. I'm not sure if it's this clock. Maybe I got a defective clock. All right, I don't know. Maybe I got to program it. According to the manual, it does say that if the clock thinks it's time to exercise, it could do this. The manual really doesn't say much more about a condition like this. I'm going to recheck everything, reseat the relays, and all that other stuff. All right, anyway, generator's running fine. I mean, I could kill the breaker right here. All right. I mean, right now, I have no grid power going to this box whatsoever. All right, and the generator is just going to pump voltage into this transfer switch, ultimately into my load. Again, I just got that little light over there. One other thing, let's say for example if I did have a power failure and finally the power was restored, which I'm going to do right now. Alright, what should happen is that this transfer switch should see that voltage from the line and eventually kill the generator and transfer the load to the line, but that's not happening. Alright, I hope what I'm saying is clear as far as the problem that I'm having. I'm not sure if anybody out there in the forum has experience with these type of switches. We're basically generator hobbyists right here. I don't think many people have really gotten into the transfer switches. But if you have any idea what the problem may be, hey, give me a ring, I guess you could say, on the forum. All right. So with that, I'm just going to play. Maybe I'll hit the problem. By the way, if I go to hand crank right there, okay, the generator's still going to run. Let's retransfer the power back to the line. All right. Like I said, the line voltage is present. Same thing with this, but we are running on the generator. So I'm going to flick this to retransfer. All right, and we're back to the line voltage right there. All right, generator's still running, but that's fine. All right, if I go like that, it's going to transfer it back to the generator. All right, do that once more. Line, generator, look at the line, generator. All right, let's do a stop. Okay, so I'm going to kill the generator right here. Okay, and of course it went back to the line. Okay, again, all these relays in here are working just fine as far as I know. But again, I seem to be having two issues here. So hopefully, again, if anybody has any idea, let me know and I'll see if I could troubleshoot it further. All right, thank you.